Hi there, my name is Skippysimon. How are you? Good to see you again, even though I can't see you. I know you're there. I got some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm still feeling like crap. Uh, I had food poisoning over Memorial Day weekend, and I have not felt worse in a long time. I have not felt this bad in forever. It it sucks. It's wiping the shit out of me, and I hate it. Um, and what's even worse is my blood pressure. Part of this is due to my blood pressure being so low. My blood pressure normally is like 120 something over 80, but now it's like 100 over 60. And yeah, I guess my blood is deflating, and I'm not very happy about that. It's not fun. Yeah, I don't like it. I got this quivering in my chest, and like I feel like I think I may have had a small stroke. I I've had small strokes before, and I feel like I may have had one because I have a pain in my head that sucks, and it just I don't know it that food poisoning was miserable. But anyhow, yeah, I went. I was gonna go to the comedy store. I actually went to the comedy store, threw my name in the bucket for the pop-ins at the comedy store, and then I went down to Dave and Buster's to go do karaoke, and then I ended up not doing either. I just felt like crap, and also they were doing a karaoke competition down at David. Whoa! Oh my God, my girl hooked me up tonight. Holy shit! Damn. Thank you so. Oh my God, this taco is overflowing. It is so heavy. This is what happens when you're nice to people. You order on the app, they see your name on the order, and then they just load up your. Look at that. It's Taco Tuesday. 2 tacos for $5. I got the combo, so I got a drink and chips. But this thing seriously weighs about a half a pound. Thanks, friends. This thing is huge. Oh my God. Wow. This thing is. Wow. Thank you. Ow. Mmm. Mmm. Soft chicken avocado taco. Mm. My friend also hooked me up. She knows how much I love the green salsa from the El Pollo Loco. So regular folks get the small size container. I get 2 of the bigger ones because I told her I'm gonna go grab her a chicken sandwich from Popeyes because I told her how good the green sauce tastes on Popeyes chicken sandwiches. I told her I'm gonna go get her a sandwich, and we're gonna nosh. That's a Jewish word for eat. Actually, is it Yiddish? I think it's Yiddish. Not Jewish, Yiddish. Who cares? 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'll nosh both of them. But yeah, I ended up going to the comedy store, and like I think it's the reason I didn't make it in comedy. Okay, the reason I didn't make it in comedy. The biggest problem I have in comedy is the biggest problem I have in life, which is me. I am very aware that I am problematic. I'm very aware that I tend to surround myself with people that I think are good for me, only to find out they're toxic and they're just using me. Or even worse, toxic and racist. Or even worse, toxic, racist, and cowardice, which happened recently. But I think the biggest reason that the biggest reason as to why I failed outside of stand-up comedy, outside of myself, is the actual fact that I can't make friends. Enemies? All day. I can make enemies all day. I have, in the 25 years that I've been out here doing stand-up, I can say I maybe have 5, maybe 10 friends in comedy. I take it back. About 4. And what sucks is 2 of them moved away. But I don't have a problem making friends. I meet people all the time. I make friends. I just can't keep them. I don't have a social circle. I join other social circles. But I'm more of a temporary guest. Like, when I used to be in the punk scene, I used to be in drinking social circles. And once I quit drinking, well, I'm no longer in those social circles. I don't know. I was always mystified by these bar people. Like me, I'm always looking for an adventure. I'm always looking for something to do. An alley to go down, cave to explore, graffiti to see. I like discovering new shit. Unfortunately, a majority of people in the world don't have the same adventurous, pirate-like spirit that I have. And they tend to get anchored. Like, I know if I go back to Pittsburgh, I can see people that I haven't seen in a decade still sitting in the same bar stool as when I left them last time. Bunch of no-lifers. I was lucky enough that, like, back in like the 90s and stuff, my friends and I would always go on adventures. We had this new thing back then. It was called the what was it called? It was called the dude. It's on the, what the hell was it called? We had this thing that came out, and it was called the internet. We had this thing called the internet. I don't know if you ever heard of it. And we would find out about bands playing in other cities because they sure as fuck weren't coming to Pittsburgh. I was very thankful that we had great independent people putting on shows in Pittsburgh, though. Manny Thiner, I'm talking to you, buddy. Why someone hasn't done a documentary about Manny Thiner in Pittsburgh, I'll never be able to figure that the fuck out. That guy, Manny introduced me to so many bands that I would have never heard of unless he heard of them first. I remember the most memorable, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere around here. I have a framed flyer. Okay? It's from, I think, 1994. I remember Manny. It was the middle of February. I'm walking down the street in Oakland, Forbes Avenue, outside the Beehive. Manny hands me a flyer. He goes, if you go to any of my shows this year, you make sure it's this one. And it was for the Wesley Willis fiasco. He was not wrong. That was one of the most epic fucking shows ever. He put on the best shows. Because of him, I saw Trans Am. I saw the fucking Champs. He put on some of the best shows. You know, I mean, Nirvana slept on his goddamn couch. That's fucking cool as shit, Manny Thiner. You're a weirdo, but you're a good weirdo. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you, sir. But yeah, back in the 90s, I just used to go, you know, if I would go roadie with bands and stuff to go travel. It was a cheap way to travel, you know? It's like, hey, you guys need me to you guys going on a 4-day tour? Need me to move your shit for you? All right. Get in the van, go on tour, have fun, go to a different city that you've never been to. Just have a good time. And that's what we did. Go to New York, Chicago, Philadelphia. Let's go all around, you know. But I don't know. I like adventure, and that's like with the bar people, like here in Los Angeles. Like I hate it because I'm the guy with all the cool fucking stories. And I'm sick of hearing my stories. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing my stories too. But these people have no stories. You know, all they do is go to fucking gang up and go drink somewhere. It amazes me. Absolutely amazes me. How many people in Los Angeles live here their whole fucking life? Never went to the Playboy Mansion. What truly horrible lives they must live. I can say I'm maybe about one of about maybe 5 people from my high school that maybe went there. What do I care about high school? I don't have any friends from there either. I don't have any friends from high school, military, comedy store, punk scene. I got, you got friends, but I'm just a loner. That's what it boils down to. Like, that's why I can't stand the Comedy Store. That's why I go there, I sign up, and then I leave. I spent 25 fucking years trying to be friends with comics, and I can't. They are just not my people. Like, the thing is, like, I absolutely love comedy. I just fucking hate stand-up comedians. On the most part, they're just insecure idiots who are just looking for acceptance. Like, a lot of them need the attention. I don't need the attention. Like, that's another reason why I didn't go to the Comedy Store on Monday. I got that stupid Instagram thing going viral, and it's like, I'm getting enough attention. That and I feel like shit. But yeah, I'm at a point in my life where I just don't like comedians. Like, as people. They're not good for my mental health. They're annoying, they're insecure, don't know how to get laid. Like, I used to have so many haters. I remember one night, this one comedian, he pulled me aside. He goes, Skippy, everybody here hates you. And I said, tell me something I don't already fucking know. They had every reason to hate me. Because I was loved by people that they weren't loved by. Owner of the Comedy Store loved me. I'm Mitzi Shore, Pauly Shore's mom. She loved my comedy. That's why she had me on stage so much, and that's why all these damn comedians were so angry with me. I was getting tons of stage time and was not a celebrity. It was awesome. Didn't pay shit, but some of the perks were tits. Like, because I used to wipe Mitzi Shore's asshole, I had all access. I had keys to all the clubs. I had keys to the La Jolla Comedy Store condo where I would spend weeks at a time sleeping on a couch, smoking weed by the ocean, doing stand-up. It was a good time to be alive. My Lebowski life. So fantastic. It was great, man. My God. Just get drunk, get high, get on stage, get girls, have a good time. This is fun. But unfortunately, there's a lot of jealous people that make it difficult for someone who's just wanting to have a good time. And that was a lot of people at the Comedy Store. They still are. I still have tons of haters at the Comedy Store. And I don't give a fuck. I hate the Comedy Store. You know, I tell everybody, I'm like, every name on that wall is just another person exploited by the Shore family for profit. So, you know, you think that wall's so great? Yeah, no. That's a list of all the whores in the whorehouse. But as I am seeing, if you want attention, you can get it in multiple ways. Online. What's funny is I posted the same video that I have on Instagram. I posted on TikTok. I posted on YouTube. Lightning didn't strike in either of those places, but it's okay. Whatever. I'm just having fun watching this thing. It's like 560,000 views and like 33,000 likes, and it's just silly. It's fun to watch. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. You know, it's like I'm just letting it ride right now because I don't want to post anything else because that's just killing it. So, like I said, I don't need the attention. Yeah, it was like Dave and Buster's. They were having a karaoke competition. They have one every month, and I keep forgetting they have it. And I don't like. I used to do karaoke competitions. I know I can win a karaoke competition. I just have no desire because the karaoke competition they have up there, it's bring your own audience pretty much. And this one girl brought 20 people. How am I supposed to beat a girl who brings 20 people when I come there by myself? But I do know that if I did compete, I would murder those sons and daughters of bitches because, man, I can throw it down at karaoke. Just not last night. I think I'm getting COVID. I got a sore throat. I'm worried. We'll see. I think I may have gotten it at Dave and Buster's. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep moving though. But yeah, I love comedy. I just hate comedians, and I gotta just that's my biggest downfall in comedy is just and biggest downfall in life actually. I mean, no. I mean, I've done a lot of awesome shit just because I'm me and I'm nice and I try to be as cool as possible to everybody. Good things happen when you put out good energy. And that's what I try to do. But yeah, I've given up on trying to be friends with comedians. This is never gonna happen. I've tried, man. You know, if you don't try, you've already failed. I failed, but it's okay. I don't need to be friends with comedians. They don't need to be friends with me either. I don't like them. You know, I don't even think there's that many funny people anymore. It's like, I know who I like. You know, like my one buddy's getting back into doing stand up, and he was amazing back in the day. He was absolutely amazing back in the day. I think he quit in like 2005, and now he's getting back into it. But it's hard to tell somebody that you've known for a long time. And also, this guy, he used to be, a long time ago, this guy was one of my best friends. He was one of my best friends until I got passed and I was hosting the open mic at the Comedy Store. And then all of a sudden, he would get in a jealous rage that I'm not putting him up. And I'm like, dude, listen, okay? We got a crowd in here tonight. This is Hollywood. I have to put up people that have been in TV and movies and commercials first. And then I put up the guy who sat them in their chairs. See how that works? He didn't understand it, thought it was a personal attack. And you know what? I'm just over giving a fuck. You know? Because, like, he's been coming, like I said, he's been coming back to the Comedy Store. And it's sad. Because dude from, like, 20 years ago, he was fucking dynamite. Absolute dynamite. And now he's just total dog shit. And it's just sad to watch. But, whatever. Like I said, he was once my best friend. Now he's just somebody I know. Comedians are just my shitty coworkers. I fucking hate comedians. Like I said, there's some comedians I like. Some comedians I miss. I miss hanging out with Dave Attell. Who do I miss hanging out with? Dave Attell. Brody Stevens. I wish you were still here, buddy. Jeff Scott. Wish you were still here. But he was a piano player at the Comedy Store. Yeah, what are comedians that I enjoyed hanging out with? Who are comedians that... Who would I hang out with? Wow. That really opened my eyes. Just showed me. It's like, it's... Yeah, I'm a very friendly person. I just can't make friends. It happens. It's been like this my whole life, dude. Like I said, I'm used to being a loner. You know, that's why I love that line from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's like, I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel. That's me. It's always been me. I'm just a kid with a bow tie looking for his bike. I was just telling the story about how I only met Paul Rubens twice. One time was at the Walgreens up the street at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I thought it was him. They called him Paul. And then I was like, he's like, I thought it was you. He's like, huh? It was so cute. Then the second time I met him was they got back together and did Pee Wee Live, Pee Wee Herman Live, and it was awesome. And that was an epic night. And I got to have my, where is it? Oh my God. I hope it didn't get snagged. Sometimes people come over and take my shit. But I'm not going to point any fingers until I find it, so. But I have the entire program from the Pee Wee night signed by the entire cast. And meeting Pee Wee in character was just... It was beautiful. But, like I said, if you got... Don't sit on a bar stool, okay? Find your sense of adventure. Get out, wander. Go have fun. Okay? Because sitting around ain't going to get you nowhere. Just go do something. Life's too short. I'm dying, dude. I ain't joking. I'm fucking dying. And I'll be lucky if I see 70. Do yourself a favor. Go have fun. Life is short. Go have as much fun as you possibly can. Because death is forever. Alright. That's my words of wisdom. Yep. Yeah, I'm just not good at making friends in comedy. And also, there's a reason why I'm not good at making friends, because I'm funnier than all them motherfuckers. Ain't no lie. I'm a funny motherfucker. Mitzi used to love my fucking ass, and that would make so many motherfuckers jealous. She even told me. She fucking told me. She was like, yeah, I asked her one time, I was like, Mitzi, because, like, I wanted to know what she thought of my comedy. And I asked her, I go, Mitzi, do you think I'm funny? And she goes, of course. You're a natural. That was the nicest thing that woman ever said to me. She was an evil woman. But that was very nice. Very kind of her. to notice that I am naturally gifted, not just in my pants. But anyway, yeah, me and Mitzi were definitely weren't friends. Yeah, me and Polly ain't friends. Hell no. he got he got mad at me one time. I used to tell him, "Yeah, everyone says your mom's a genius," and then I go, "Hey, wait a second, didn't she give birth to you?" Polly's a fucking idiot, but he fell out of the right vagina. Good for him. All right, I'm Skippy Simon. You stay awesome. Go do something. I'm out of here.